So I get asked all the time, Jason, how are you staying so busy, with photography and stuff, and how are you getting all of these different things that you're getting to do, all these events and things? Well, I don't feel like I'm getting to do a lot of things. I feel like, I'm very blessed and I get to do a lot of things, but I'm also, the behind the scenes, what you don't see is how much work I put into networking myself. And that's the key, marketing yourself, network. And I'm not talking about putting advertisements out, things like that. I'm talking about getting your feet on the ground, getting your mouth on the phone, getting yourself in front of people and talking. And that's the problem that I feel like the youth of today and the people of today are going to have a little bit more of a difficult time. And they use social media so much, they don't know how to speak to people. And they think that that's the only way that they're going to make money. You can have an amazing Instagram feed. You can have the most amazing photography, the most amazing everything, and that can get you some work. That can get you some people that you wouldn't normally see. But then when they meet you and actually you have to put a camera in front of them and take pictures, or whatever you do, whether you're a real estate agent, lawyer, whatever, if you get in front of them, you have no personality and you have nothing to give of yourself other than just your work, yeah, that's fine if you do good work, but you have no personality. That's going to get you some jobs, but it's going to lose you a lot of jobs. So I guess my answer to why I get a lot of work and why I do so much is because I'm personable. I get out and I get to meet people. I think people, they probably like me more than they like my photography, to be honest with you. And I think that's just the key, is that you have to be likable. You have to be somebody that people want to be around. People do not want to sit and get photos taken by some snooty girl or some jerk of a guy. So you've got to be personable. You've got to be whatever. I'm not very cute. I'm not good looking.
The speed limit is 25 miles per hour.
I do realize it's 25 miles an hour. Sorry, my wife's car tells me when I'm going too fast. So you don't have to be the best looking. You don't even have to be the best photographer. You just have to be someone that people want to work with, people that they enjoy being around. That's the key. So maybe it's just that I'm enjoyable to be around. Now, there are people that would probably say that I'm not, but those are not the people that I get around when I ask, hey, what do you think of me? So if you are using your social media and your Facebook to judge your worth, I want to encourage you to stop. You got to get out in the world. Okay, because if you look at my social media, my Instagram, I've got some good stuff, but I'm all over the place, guys. I mean, I do have my little positivity thing that I post on there. So it's 2 photos and a positivity thing that I'll post, and it keeps it like that. But if you look at my photos, it's kind of all over the place. But yes, I probably could get on there and do this very cinematic theme or something like that and keep it that way throughout it, but I don't know, that's just not me. I do too much stuff for it to all look like this portfolio for some art studio. I take pictures of everything, so I'm like for you young people, you may not really know what a quilt is, like an old-timey quilt, but my granny used to put a quilt together, and she would take all kinds of material, all colors, and she would make a pattern. It might be a star pattern or a circular pattern or just all kinds of different shapes, and she would make this quilt of all these different patterns of materials. And I feel like my Instagram feed kind of looks like that. It's kind of like my granny's quilt, and I'm okay with that because I love my granny's quilt. So I guess that's kind of like my life. I've done a lot of everything. I'm kind of into everything and into nothing. If I lose interest in something, I move on, But I feel like I just kind of delve myself into a little bit of everything. So I guess my answer is, for those of you, why is it that I'm always busy? I'm always doing photography. I know I'm not the best photographer out there. I know I'm not all these things. But I put myself out there. I just put myself out there. And I'm very generous of my time, and I'm thoughtful, and I'm careful to be thankful to people that offer me opportunities. And I don't take it for granted that I'm given these opportunities, because I feel like God puts you on your earth to do something special. And sometimes we don't ever find out what it is that we're really good at. We're special, our gift. And I don't necessarily think that my gift to the world that God gave me is through photography. I think my gifts are more than just that. But I do think that through that gift, I'm able to use my gift in a good way, in a good light, and I think that makes God feel like I'm worth it, you know. So anyway, not to get too crazy with you guys, but I guess, you know, so many people want to know why, you know, I'm always busy and doing these things, and I just think it's because I put myself out there, and I'm not afraid to be told no. I'll tell you one other little quick thing, and then I'll let you go. I had, you know, my wife, she's beautiful. You guys know she's beautiful, and I have so many people tell me, they say, you know, you really outdid yourself. Like, how did you land such a pretty woman? Well, there's a couple of things that I always say. One, never asked out anybody that I didn't think was worth my time, you know, and I always went for girls that I thought I had no chance with, and I just happened to land with one of the best. So, you know, I didn't ask out any girls that I didn't think were pretty, and I didn't ask out any girls that I didn't think that I could like. And so, you know, in that sense, I always dated people that I thought were pretty and worth my time. And then I just got lucky enough to land, you know, the best thing ever. So that's the thing, is I was never afraid to go up to someone and ask them out on a date or ask them out for dinner, you know. And that's the thing that's going to be difficult for kids these days. They're not used to talking to each other. They text one another a lot, and the talking is very shallow. I don't know, maybe that's just my opinion of it. Maybe it's not, but I would say that your kids talk too much through text now, and there's not as much said between each other. But anyway, that's just a funny thing. So I guess the other thing is why do I get to do all these really cool things and take pictures of these really cool events? It's because I always put myself out there in front of the people that are holding these really cool events, and hopefully they ask me to do something. That's pretty much the secret to my success, or the secret to my perceived success. I mean, you may think that I'm a bum, but whatever. All right, so that's it. I hope something I said today registered with you. I just had some things on my mind I thought I'd share with you guys. And anyway, we're about to go take pictures of another house. This is my second house I'm shooting today. I know. But after that, I'm going to go home, edit them, get them to them, and make a little dinner, and chill out at the house, watch a movie. All right, y'all. Have a great day. Be blessed. Be nice to one another. And we'll see you soon.